a nerd, but no, seriously, this is Yusha. Greeting from Lamb to Yusha Land, and this is the second take of this audio because I don't know, there were a few things that I ended up not wanting to put in this audio commentary, so I'm redoing it. As you can see the title of this drawing and the title of this video, and deciding to do all this commentary stuff to destroy my voice while my family is not here. The human family members. I'm still here with my cat and my dogs and everything. So yeah, I just decided to do a second take on this audio because, I look back and I realized that there were a few things that I didn't end up wanting to put in a public video to YouTube, A bit like, I don't know, oversharing, I don't know. Just stuff that I personally wouldn't want to be known about for in the long run about, like personal life things and stuff. So, I'm just redoing it. I don't know. So yeah, I did this drawing. I finished it yesterday, the 11th, I believe, whatever date is on the picture itself. I don't know. And, yeah, I just, a bunch of weird kids, supernatural kids, spoiler alert, because the story, the big first story is, full of, supernatural, I was about to say natural, but supernatural, characters and everything, and stuff, and I don't know, it's kind of torturous, not being able to talk about it, cause, spoilers, but I don't know, I feel like I can't really talk about the ideas aloud because I don't want the ideas stolen and everything, because in the odd chance one of these videos or one of these drawings I do about the Dibigverse goes, viral or public, gets known to a lot more people, that I don't want, the risk of, art theft early on, or just, people stealing my ideas, which is why I haven't really talked much about the logic of the Dibigverse, so I didn't really, I'm still kind of worried about, talking about it aloud, or even putting out these pictures, because, I don't know, currently being a very, very, not known, unknown artist on the internet, I'm still trying to, I still haven't gotten my big break, a drawing that became really popular yet, so I'm still not really popular, I guess. Still pretty unknown. So I feel kind of weird about, being an unknown artist, but if I want to get out there, then this is what I'm gonna have to do, post these drawings publicly and everything. But, I feel sort of scared in a way to do it, show too much about the Dibigverse and my art, Mostly because, being an unknown artist, that means, more susceptible to art theft and, with a lack of fans, I feel, I don't know, with a popular artist, I feel are far less prone to, people getting away with art theft, because, if they're popular, then they have a lot of people who are willing to, recognize their art and willing to, step up and talk and tell the artist, hey, your art was just stolen by this person and stuff, more, they have a lot of fans, and oh my gosh, my voice is cracking because I'm doing the second take back to back with the first take, if that even made sense. So anyway, a big artist, with a lot of fans will have a lot more people who are willing to, warn them or let them know that someone's stealing their art, because, for me right now, a lack of fans means that, probably, just straight up a lot less people, paying attention to when people steal my art, an unknown artist's art, So yeah, currently I'm kind of nervous about the idea, I'm pretty unknown, very unknown. So, for all I know, maybe a lot of my artworks have been stolen or used without my knowledge or permission, and I just never known about it, theoretically, because I don't have a large fan base to let me know if that has ever happened, so For all I know, maybe a lot of my art or characters or ideas have been stolen from under my nose, and I've just never known about it because I don't have enough fans. I don't have a large fan base to keep an eye on that for me and warn me about it, you know? So yeah, that's something I'm a little bit scared about, you know? About being an unknown artist. I love posting my work. I love showing it to my friends, you know, and acquaintances of mine who actively follow me and love what I do, you know, but I love showing them, but at the same time, you know, I am not exactly all the more thrilled to you know, share it with people who could steal it and, you know, use it for themselves without my permission. So, yeah, like, that's the only, like, real concern I have, you know, about sharing my art so publicly and being unknown at the same time. I'm still kind of nervous about that. So, lately I've been a bit more of going on a watermark mania or just going watermarks galore with my art, you know, like, more strategically placing my signature or watermarks and stuff because just, you know, people don't screenshot it, and, you know, I've just been doing a lot more to watermark my art, you know, so people can't like screenshot it and just post it to their own account for their own personal gain, you know, and claim that it's theirs and stuff. So yeah, I've been going a lot more watermarks galore, like I've said 3 times maybe already, but, you know, just for, you know, just to be safe. Yeah. I don't know really what else to talk about other than I've started up like a Redbubble shop, you know, you could get this on tote bags, mugs, pillowcases. I feel like just then I was just kind of phrasing Bailey J, the big artist Bailey J on YouTube. Amazing artist, in my opinion. She said recently that she doesn't really like her own art, but what artist out there isn't kind of like iffy about their own art at some point? Anyway, but she, when referring to her own Redbubble shop, she usually just words it like, you know, tote bags, mugs, pillowcases. She kind of says it like word for word, like I did just now. So I don't know, that's just what it reminded me of. But anyway, about the art, oh my gosh, going on random tangents about internet culture, everything but the drawing. So I don't know, I do like how it turned out. No surprise, usage of multiply layers, maybe a multiply layer abuse, I don't know. But I don't know, I like how it looks, like, you know, usage of the layers that I usually use, and I've been using, oh my gosh, my voice, you know, yeah, like, and others seem to think it looks cool, regardless of how many or overuse of multiply layers I may use. My artwork in particular, like these personal works, not necessarily including the pictures of Aaron Jeffcoat, the speed drawings or drawings I've done of Aaron Jeffcoat, not those ones. But for these personal works, they're not really meant to be super realistic, which is why, you know, like not much smooth blended transitions, more like with these multiply layers, sort of more cel shaded-esque, you know, harder shading than smooth blended transitions and everything. Even with my Aaron Jeffcoat drawings, the majority of the drawings are just drawn, like, as you can see in the videos, I draw in black and white grayscale before I go on to add color. Even my Aaron Jeffcoat drawings, I wouldn't say they're, like, digitally painted in a way, because I mostly just use the HB pencil brush. That's what I'm most comfortable. Whether that's a negative crutch or not, at least I'm drawing and they come out in the way that I like, so I guess that's good. They're not, like, blatantly meant to be hyper-realistic, even those drawings. Like, pretty much, like, I think over half of the drawings of Aaron Jeffcoat even are basically just drawn with the HB pencil brush, because, you know, with pressure sensitivity, you can make the marks light or harder, you know, like harder lines, or softer for shading, you know. I don't necessarily use like the paint brushes tools, as then that could lead to like painterly blended looks with those brushes. Like I usually just use the pencil brush for everything. Even for my personal works like this one in this video, I noticed how a majority of it is like all the detail and shading is like enhanced, or just a lot of it is done with the HB pencil brush, like the sketching, or like at least the cleaner version of the sketching. The sketching and adding of details, like further rendering, I guess if you want to call that, to the shading, like the darkest parts of the shading, and the outlines, those parts of the drawing. In fact, a lot of the drawings, even for these personal works, are done with the HB pencil brush, which I like doing. It's a lot easier for me to draw in this type of technique, you know? Like, you know, no, like, smooth blended transitions or gradients like that. I don't know, it's just my style that I like to do, and, it's, yeah, like I said, it's not blatantly supposed to be blended, like, you know, super painterly realistic, these ones at least. I don't know, because it's like my trademark style, I think I would say at this point through my perspective, that I like using and which is most comfortable for me, and gives a result or a final product that I myself personally like. So that's good. Like, you know, it's like, people may see it as a crutch or something, you know, multiply layer abuse, I guess, quotes, but I don't know. But I don't know whether it's overusage of multiply layers to do all this, to do a large foundation of the shading for me. I don't know, at least to give, by the final product, it gives me a final product that I like, that I personally can enjoy myself, so that's good. You know, and what's wrong about being happy and satisfied with your own art, I guess. Or something that you made in general. Even if other people were to see it and were like to be critical of it, at least as long as I'm not overly critical of my own work, then I guess that's good, in my opinion. Being proud in a healthy way over something that you made, I guess, that's always good. As long as nobody, the creator, nor the people talking about it is doing any blatant harm or trying to do any of that, then it's all good. Anyway, oh, and did I mention in this video, like, one of the girls closest to the camera, I guess, I guess you could say, like, there are two girls in the bottom left corner. One of them is about to throw a snowball made out of yellow snow. I don't know, 'cause I'm weird. And, like, a lot, like, you know, children, so it's, like, girls versus boys, you know, because kids start off, you know, immature and sexist like that, like, you know, the whole girls rule and boys drool, or vice versa, you know, that kind of thing. You know, very early childhood, you know. So yeah, in this scenario, you know, pretty young kids, still immature, still, you know, the childhood sexism, you know, so girls versus boys, so, you know, they're about to, you know, junk is about to get real, they're about to start adding in yellow snow, because, you know, kids and childish pranks and stuff, you know, like, you know, trying to capture that feeling of, you know, like, very young, immature adolescence, you know, when it was all boys versus girls, you know, and girls, boys ganging up against each other, you know, like, oh, they're a girl, and stuff like that, just childhood sexism, I guess. Yeah, and, I don't know what else to talk about in general, so. Like I said in a previous video, I think I'm gonna try to, like, for any speed art that's over 5 minutes or something, I'm gonna try to add commentary for those ones. So yeah, just any drawing that comes out, that gets exported into a video that's, like, longer than 5 minutes, like, up to 10 minutes, you know? But even then, like, 5 minutes is, like, a very short amount of time to talk. Like, I I usually can talk for much longer than that, and that's personally what I prefer, even though it's not the best for my voice. Obviously, as you can tell, because my voice is cracking already in this video. So, woohoo. So, it's not the best for my voice, but I don't know, I just feel like I could go on a lot longer about all kinds of things, you know, like what's on my mind, and, you know, like my opinions, and minor philosophies, and just, you know, just internet culture, what's going on in the world, and in my opinion about it, you know. So I can have more room to talk about all that stuff that's on my mind, and what I would want to talk about on the spot. So yeah, I just prefer just commentating over slightly longer videos, but if I mess up the commentary, then I'll probably not redo it right away, especially in the last video. I was well over half finished, like the commentary right before this take was probably like 15 minutes in, which, you know, obviously redoing it right away without preparation, without getting a drink first, without taking a decent break, obviously not good for me voice. So I've probably already been talking non-stop for over 20 minutes, you know, in total. So, you know, that ain't good. That's not good for me or really anyone's voice. Or, I guess. Or for non-professional speakers, I guess. You know, like those people who can get up in front of a crowd and talk for a very long time, you know. Like, they talk with a script, so they know what they're going to talk about, and I don't use a script for the commentaries, but, you know, like those people who could talk for so long, and even in front of people, like, I know making a public YouTube video could, like, have the potential to reach a large audience, you know, although I don't really expect this video to, like, go viral or anything, or any of my videos, really. Like, I just expect them to get, like, maybe 20 views, and that's about it, at least right now, since I'm pretty unknown as an artist in the community and stuff. Overall, not a big presence on the internet. But, you know, like, talking in a public YouTube video is, like, could be considered talking to a bunch of people, or in front of a large audience, but, you know, like, I couldn't, like, talk in front of, like, a large crowd, like, in the flesh, like, right in front of me, like, in person, and, like, I couldn't really talk in front of, like, a large crowd, like, without getting insane anxiety galore. Like, if I had to do that, then I would, like, be dreading, like, it would be hard for me to sleep the day before, you know, it would happen, I guess. So, you know, I couldn't really do that to that extent, but, you know, just, you know, oh my gosh, those people in the world who can talk for that long, and in front of people even, oh my gosh, how do they do that, like, that specifically, how do they do that, you know? So, yeah, anyway, getting close to the end of the video, and I hope that you liked this video, and I hope, and everything, so, yeah. I like the picture, just to sum it up, and thank you, and I'm sorry that if you can hear, like, any, like, weird, like, squeaky noises, like, that's most likely just my chair, because, you know, and I'm not really good at standing or sitting completely still for even 10 seconds, so, yeah, that's probably what you might hear. So anyway, thank you for your support. I'll link to my Redbubble shop and all the rest of the social medias I have. So, yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time in whatever video I make. Bye!